Okay, well, I feel kind of silly. I thought I had this scheduled for 7, and I don't. I've got it scheduled for 6 o'clock. Um, Let me get my stuff pulled up here, you guys. I'm going to be commentating on Lisa Kay has something to say, talking to Ernie Shell. Like I said, I apologize, you guys. I was not prepared. Remain calm was not prepared. I apologize. Okay, let me get what I need pulled up here. Like I said, I apologize. Okay, hey, Joel. Hey, H. Davis. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me get it where she's got him up on panel. And I don't really want to give my opinion on Shelby Shell or the family. Okay, that's not what I'm wanting to do here. But let me find where Ernie comes up. Um, okay, hold on. I gotta make sure I get the right one up. Okay, let's get Ernie up here. Where is he at, Lisa? Hold on, I gotta find it. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Hold on, you guys. I gotta find the right one because I want to use Lisa's. Sorry, you guys. I thought I had it on my watch later list, but I don't. Okay, wait, this isn't the right one because he didn't come up on here. Hang on, I gotta get the right one. I am sorry, you guys. I am unprepared. I am very unprepared on this. Okay, hold on, because I don't want to talk about Shelby. And I'm sorry if you guys are here to talk about Shelby. That is not what I'm looking for. Here it is. I'm sorry, you guys. I had pulled up the wrong one. All right, let me get it up here. I have it now. This is Lisa Kay has something to say. Tiger Ops Ernie Shell requested to come on my panel. I guess Ernie requested to come up on her panel. Even though I believe I put it in my description, I still want to put it in my chat. Let me go ahead and drop the link really quick. I know that there's a lot of channels that covered this. I'm a little different. Okay. Lisa Kai has something to say. I want to commentate on this because of the Summer Wells case. That is where my interest lies. I know that Ernie's got a lot of things going on with his family and things like that. And I know that a lot of people are interested in that side of it. I'm really not. Um, Not that it's not interesting, but not really so much to me. And I'm sorry for that. So, um, like I said, I know that there's been a lot of channels that have covered this. Hey, cats. Um, I know some people are going to be like, girl, you said it was 7. I did. I thought it was 7. I was pulling stuff up and I just happened to look and I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, caca. What did I do? So I apologize for that. I know a lot of people, hey, Stephen, crime mobsters. I know a lot of people do not get a notification for me, and that is okay. So let me get ready here. You guys give me 1 second. We'll see if anybody else is going to pop into chat. This should be very interesting live, okay? So just bear with me. Okay, where did my comment go? I just dropped the link for Lisa's channel. Where did it go? Let me pull my own chat up here. You can show that. That's fine, Rachel. Thank you for dressing your word up, darling. I will show that. There you go. Okay, I got my chat up. I got you. It was okay. You dressed it up. Thank you for dressing it up. Please dress up your cursey words. And please do not talk about any other creators. Hey, Sandy. Hold on, girl. I'm waving to you, babe. I'm a waving to you, my friend. Okay, let me get my little earpods in here. Oh. Okay, so this should be pretty interesting. I do have some other stuff pulled up that I kind of want to show that goes along with this live. Some things that I've had kind of on the back burner with Ernie actually talking with Candace and a few things like that from 2 years ago. Should be pretty interesting. All right, let's see what's going on with Lisa K. Has something to say, talking with Ernie Shell. Let me share it. Let me share it.
Familiar with Ernie's helicopter pilot.
Lisa, I'm surprised that you even talked to Ernie after he talked to you the way he did.
No carrots.
That's fine, girl.
That has to do with another creator.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy.
Carrots has something to do with other creators.
Welcome,
Andy
you're
Bernard
here.
is in the house.
Olivia and Mitch now share a space.
All right, hang on. Lisa's
Not so much.
got her monetization on there. Let me skip that. There he is, Ernie Shell.
Put a background on here. Okay, good. No porn about me neither, please.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Okay.
No porn bombing allowed. Let me do this way just in case. I don't think Lisa will mind me showing her live, but it's a COA on my part here. Give me 1 second. Like I said, I apologize. I thought I had it scheduled for 7. I was all ready for 7 o'clock, and my ding ass. Come on now. Okay, here we go. All right. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. For real. We're going to put our little music in the background, and we are going to put up our banner. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Ernie can be a not nice person. Um, he gets a little feisty when people are talking about his family. That's understandable. I mean, I think anybody would, to be honest. So let me know if that's too loud in the background. All right, here we go. Let's get this show on the road.
I think, is there some noise in your background there?
Can you hear that okay?
No.
Put a one in chat if you can hear that okay,
Can everybody
please.
hear him okay?
Yeah, Ernie can be
Gabby Patton,
off the wall character.
please be good. All right, you guys, come on, seriously. No bashing.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. There's always somebody in somebody's family who's not going to talk nice about them. Okay? Now, I have heard Ernie's family talk about him, and they don't talk very well about him, okay? But I will say, hey, Bellanova, this live upset me some. In chat, someone insisted Ernie was responsible for Summer missing. Yesterday, someone told me he just inserted himself. Good or bad attention? I absolutely agree that he did insert himself, but I have a lot of questions. And when I went up on Ernie's panel, I really didn't have a chance to really talk with him about, some of the things that transpired in Summer's case and why some of those things transpired in Summer's case. So this is not going to be a Ernie bashing live, okay? Y'all can feel however you want. Okay, H. Y'all can feel however you want about Ernie. And let me also say this. It is up to each individual person whether they believe anything that Ernie says or not. Okay? That will be up to the individual person for sure. Okay?
Okay, Ernie, let's get right to it. Ready?
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Summer Wells. Let's talk about the 15th. Let's talk about before the 15th. Now, the Wells made 2 trips to Gatlinburg. You were there filming your promotional video with
Okay, Lisa, you're saying 2 trips to Gatlinburg. The one of interest is the weekend before Summer went missing, correct? Did something significant happen? One of the times that you're saying they went twice. Now, I do know that Candace stated Gatlinburg was one of her favorite places to go to. So I'm sure they probably went there more than twice. But which time frame are you talking about that they went twice, ma'am? Just a question.
Predator Hunter Nation. Did you meet the Wells there or see them, or did you know who they were previous to that?
Hey, Birdie.
Move that comment out of the way.
What? Oh, okay.
It's distracting.
Sorry.
Ernie's already telling her what to
Okay.
do. Not a good sign.
So, as I recall, earlier that day,
Ernie always says, as I recall. Okay. Hey, Lo Deb.
we went to Gatlinburg. I think, now this has been a while. So,
Ernie.
it was Cody, me, and Dalton. I think we may have went to Gatlinburg. I know we went to
Ernie,
the Waffle
you
House. I
went
know we went to the Waffle House and ate.
Ernie, sir, come on. You're Ernie Shell. You don't forget anything. So as you're recalling, can you just state the fact that you were in Gatlinburg the same weekend that Summer Wells was there with the family? You did a little intro to Predator Hunter Nation, right? You were shooting like a what, a commercial or something, right?
So,
My favorite restaurant.
yeah, I love the Waffle House.
I do too.
Okay, let's talk about the Waffle House and the pizza. I'm sure the
I don't
pizza's
think
gonna
I
come
don't
up too.
recall seeing the wells. I don't think. Again, we were
don't
filming,
think?
we were doing promotional stuff, so
Come on,
Um,
Ernie, that's not a good answer.
I don't recall.
I don't
Seeing them.
recall. Ernie,
Okay, did you know them?
Ernie, I don't recall. Summer Wells went missing on June 15th. I would think that you would recall if you laid eyes on the family there with Summer. I would think that your mind would go to, because you're sharp like this, aren't you, Ernie? You just have this wit about you, that if you've seen a little girl, wouldn't you, he lived 14 minutes from the wells. From my understanding, at one time, Ernie lived 14 minutes from Beach Creek. Now, when I asked him the question, he really didn't give me an answer on that as to exactly when he was living there. Whether he was living there when Summer went missing or not, I don't know. Okay?
Before Summer went missing?
Yes.
Okay, how? What are the circumstances of that?
I worked for Clark Electric in Kingsport, Tennessee, and I remember Don from construction and stuff.
That's what he told me too. Ernie told me that too.
Did Don remember you, do you think?
I don't know. And I knew Andy from the Sullivan County Community Corrections, which is the Hay House.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so he knew
Andy
Andy
said
from the Hate House.
he was there at the time that you were working there.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was. I happen to remember him a little bit. He was there right around the time that I was leaving out.
Okay. Did you?
But can I ask you a question then, Ernie? And I don't know, because I am not a Tigger. I didn't follow Ernie around and watch a lot of Ernie Shell. But did you ever interview Andy Bernard? Did you ever have a conversation with Ernie Bernard on social media? I don't know. I'm just asking. I am just asking.
Do you have any interaction with him at all there?
Well, I mean, I was over him. I can't remember exactly if he was in the annex or if he was in housing. I can't remember exactly where he was at. I do remember him. I mean,
he was over him.
I do remember it.
I believe he did. Now, this is the thing. This is what I want to say, because I think people tend to not realize this. Individuals that lived in that area, they may not have been best friends. They may not have hung out, but they all did. Most of them knew of each other and about each other. Okay. Just like any small town, a lot of people know of other people. It's not that they're friends and hang out. Okay.
Andy, I hope you're doing well.
Andy kind of
somebody wants to know if you knew Fred Hill at all.
Vaguely. I'd heard of him before. I didn't like personally know him. I kind of knew who he was around the area.
So you kind of knew who Fred Hill was too. You didn't know him, but you kind of knew him. It took you a minute to answer that. You sound like you don't want to be there. I'm just saying, for real.
Yeah, because I lived in, well, here's the thing. I lived in Churchill.
There it is. When? When did you live in Churchill?
How you doing, Andy?
Oh, Fred said he knew? Well, Fred said, okay. Enough said there.
Well,
come on, Lisa. Really? Fred said, what did Fred say? Did Fred say he knew Ernie Shell? I know that everybody discredits everything that Fred says, but what people need to realize is sometimes there's truth just spewed out with the bullshit, okay? So, yeah, I believe he did know of Jody Sue. I'm not saying that they were friends or anything. I don't know if he knew Dudley. I guess that would be a good question. I'm not sure about that. Absolutely. Lisa's interest was on Shelby. I understand that. I understand that. My interest is not on Shelby Shell. Okay? I have no interest in Shelby Shell. My interest is in Summer Wells. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. Oh, that's a good one, Bomber Cat.
Fred, let's see. Who are you? Hold on a second, guys. I'm looking at questions too. Are you going to ask the questions or?
Ernie, this is what drives me freaking crazy. If you are up on someone's panel, be respectful of the creator, sir. You answer what the creator asked you first. I have seen this happen with most of the people who inserted themselves in the Summer Wells case. They are more interested in what the chat is saying. Now, there's really nothing wrong with that, but I think you need to respect the creator and concentrate on some of what the creator is asking first. Okay? I'm just saying.
You're going to pick them out that way I don't have to keep going back and forth.
No, I'm going to ask the questions.
There you go,
Okay.
Lisa.
Okay, good deal.
Take
That's
control.
easier on me too as well.
Take control, girl.
So, yeah, I do remember Andy now. I mean, I never knew that, because of the case and all that, but I remember Andy.
I don't think so, Bertie. I think he took his channel
Okay.
down.
What exactly did you do at the Hay House?
I was over the security. I was over the security team for a second shift. I was chief of Sullivan County Community Corrections. I was the chief security guy.
Where's the proof in that? Where's the proof in that? I'm not saying he didn't, but I mean, okay, I guess that's kind of irrelevant, right? I guess that's kind of irrelevant. Hold on.
Dog shoot you in the foot. I don't know what that's about. He's asked me that before.
Oh,
Mr. Nobody.
Okay, so it wasn't in the foot, it was in the knee.
Your dog shot you in the knee.
No, he knows what I'm talking about. It was in the knee, it wasn't in the foot.
What?
Okay.
Make him explain that, Lisa.
All right. Do we want to touch on Eric Rush at all, or would you rather not?
We can.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Why don't you tell us a little about that?
So I arrested, our team arrested Eric Rush, and I think it was through AAA that had it 4 years prior to.
AAA? Isn't that a automotive service? I'm confused. AAA. I thought that was who you called to come and fix your flat tire. What the heck? What is AAA? And he starts out by saying, I arrested. No. Wasn't Eric Rush the guy who came out and was very upset with Ernie? Something about leading him on or something. I don't know. Oh, a bonding. Thank you, Sheila. A bonding company. Thank you, Sheila. Okay, it's not somewhere to call to change your tire. It's a bonding company. Okay, I get it now. Thank you, Sheila.
Me and the Sullivan County Community Corrections. And
Ernie. All right. Okay, Ernie.
at that time, I think it was over a fake doctor script or something like that he was on bond for, and he ran. Anyways, we arrested him in
They arrested him.
Circle something Gray. It was in Gray, Tennessee.
Okay.
So we arrested him, and during that time there was a big bad confusion about it, and some shit happened with North Carolina. He would run over to Asheville, North Carolina. So Asheville, I worked with Ace Bonding over there, and Keith Rice and all of them. If you know Keith Rice, he was on television shows with
No,
people,
Ernie.
Lizard Lick Towing, a couple of those guys. He was
Really?
he done a few things with them, but he's legit.
Yeah, there is a AAA for auto.
I mean, he'll pretty much vouch for me on that. But anyways, Eric Rush had came over to Asheville, so we set a couple agents to do a spot check, and sure enough, I think it was around Christmas time, to be honest with you, and he was at a hotel, and he was doing tricks here and there, and we'd set up a sting operation, and he had fell into it. And when he opened the door, of course, it was me, and I hit him with an elbow.
Oh, so Ernie is saying his relationship with Eric Rush was that they set up a sting operation on him. And he's saying that Eric was a man of the night. And so Ernie, being his sweet self, he was standing at that door when Eric opened it. Lord have mercy. Okay. All right.
Oh, and that's what split his head. You know the
Damn,
picture.
Ernie.
You've seen the picture, obviously.
Yes, I have seen the picture. Yes.
I was the one done that to him. I did that to him. I hit him and busted his head open. And if you see, he's in a hospital. Right? He's cuffed. We've got him cuffed. So what happened between that? I to be honest with you, I don't know how he swindled out of that.
Okay.
Who were you working the sting
Debbie,
with?
I'm sorry, Debbie.
For?
I'm sorry.
Who were you working the sting for?
With we was with Washington County Sheriff's Department.
Washington County. Okay.
Yep.
But
Washington County. That's
what does
Johnson
this
City.
guy have
At
to
that
do
time,
with
that's back
anything?
in, oh my
Dang
God,
it.
2011, 2012, 2012.
Okay.
I don't know.
Lisa wants to know.
2009, 2009, 2008, something like that.
Lisa, you told me that you weren't even going to interview Ernie until today. I was so excited. I was going to be there. I told you I would be your backup. And you did it early and didn't tell me. That really upset me, Lisa. Why? Why, Lisa? Why? Okay.
Okay, and you worked at Hay House in 2015. Is that correct?
2013. I started in 2013.
Little man syndrome.
2013. Okay.
Oh,
Let's discuss any personal interactions you had with Eric Rush at the Hay House.
Okay. Like in what?
Any interactions you had with him? You know what he said.
Interactions.
Oh yeah, I know what he said. He said that on all the guards. I mean, there was an internal investigation. There was an investigation opened into it, and I ended up taking restraining orders out on him. I mean,
So anyhow, Eric Rush said that him and Ernie had a thing. That's what I'm going to call it, a thing. And Eric Rush wasn't too happy. You know, he kind of felt like Ernie used him up and then just swatted him away. You go now, Eric. I don't want you no more. But if it was an investigation, then obviously somebody must have thought, my, we better check into this, right? Huh. I don't know. Oh, I don't think so, Rachel. I don't know where he got the HIV. I really don't. I don't know where he got the HIV. I do not know if Eric Rush has the HIV or where he got the HIV. Bertie said the guy was arrested for prescription fraud, ID theft, and illegal narcotics in 2016. Okay. So obviously Ernie was working there around that time, right? I don't know. I don't know what this has to do with anything.
You can FOIA those restraining orders from Washington
Sure
County.
can.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh,
Do
God.
that.
Come
I can do an
on.
open records request.
What's the
Do
big
that.
deal?
Okay, on Eric Rush.
And then even after, and when I got married, even after I left Sullivan County Community Corrections, he followed me for 3 or 4 years after that.
Wow, he must have
And
thought you were
then
the
I
man.
put his head and busted his, well, anyways, I won't talk about that.
Okay, but you didn't have any personal relationship with him at all?
No, I never. As a matter of fact, I never hardly answered any of the messages, thousands and thousands of messages. What he would do, he would make my PayPal.
Not that I know of,
He would send me like a 5 or 6 cent on PayPal, and then he would request it back. And then what that does is it would throw my PayPal into a loop, and it would get me for people requesting money back, and he would destroy my PayPal.
Interesting.
Matthew Mama, somebody do something with her. Time her out. Get that out of here, please.
Thank you.
I don't.
Told you.
She
told you,
wasn't
be
here
straight
when
up with
we.
me. I'll be straight up with you.
She. Okay, we don't. Okay.
They're saying
You
not
weren't
good
here
things
when I
about Ernie
gave
and Chad.
down the rules here, but we were respectful to panel guests and chat. Thank you, Innocent, for doing that.
Moving on.
I don't put up with that here. You might be
Oh.
able to get away with that in other chats, but we don't do that here.
Okay, Lisa.
Okay, so let's go back to Gatlinburg.
He doesn't have it up anymore,
On the
Bertie.
15th, you were doing that production at Newton, Tennessee, in the park.
Newport.
Newport. Okay.
That was a predator. That was a predator bust. We was talking with the sheriff department in Cott County. Michael Whitmer. He was our lead into the Department of Homeland.
This is the thing. I don't care what Ernie did with Eric Rush. Okay? I don't. I was interested in a conversation about Summer Wells. So I don't know if it's going to get back to that, but we'll listen.
He was the branch from the sheriff's department to the Department of Homeland. Yes.
Hang on. I don't blame you, Lisa. I'd have monetized this too, girl. I'm sure you got a lot of views off of this, ma'am. I know she did because people were playing
That
it
you
left and
paid.
right.
What was the guy's name? Tony or something?
Talking about Tim, the predator.
Tim. That he was a paid actor. He didn't act very panicked or like he was
No,
caught
he was-
doing anything.
I don't know.
He was not. He was not a paid actor.
Okay, you were in contact with him by text. Is that correct?
Yes, my app. Tina was the one that was working that.
Okay, so she was in contact with him.
Debbie.
Yes.
Okay. So
And,
after
and that had been set up days prior. That had been days prior. That wasn't just a one-time thing. He had just waited on a kid on that day for 5 or 6 hours.
okay. Okay.
This could be verified through the Cott County Sheriff's Department. I mean, from Michael Whitmer. I mean, Deputy Whitmer can verify all of it.
I can do that. You're giving me some things that I can check up on here.
I mean, at that time we were working with
why?
the Department of Homeland. He was our pretty much our liaison through the Department of Homeland.
So is
Okay.
this basically trying to find out if Ernie's lying about shit? Is
Okay,
this
Tina
what
said that
this
you
is?
disappeared after that for 3 to 4
Here
hours.
we go.
What do you
here
mean
we
after
go.
that?
After you filmed that sting.
Thank you. Here we go.
I don't know if it was before or after. I think we may have went to. It was either that day or the day after that we went to Gatlinburg. I know it had to be during that time because Dalton and Cody lived about 3 hours from where we were at. So I knew it. There had to be a time that they came over there. And I know they didn't maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. And I can't recall if they stayed all night one night and slept over into the store or not. But I think they may have got a hotel. And I think it might have been the day after. I don't know. It was around that time period, whether it was that day
Why
exactly
don't you go
or if it
back
was the
and
day
watch
after.
it, Ernie, because it'll show you it was
Okay.
that day.
What were you driving?
Yeah, I get it, Mr. Nobody.
Dodge Challenger. No, see, Dodge Challenger. No, Dodge Charger. I had a Dodge Charger then. Dodge Challenger was before
Yes,
that.
that's
Okay,
when
who
they
had the
were in
Hummer?
Gatlinburg, right, Bomb Cat?
Tina Zander.
But you didn't drive the Hummer at all?
No,
Okay. Did you stay, where were you staying while you were at Gatlinburg filming? At a hotel or?
no, we was only over there for a few hours, if that.
Okay. Okay, you said at one point that if people wanted to find out what happened to Summer Wells, they could come to a certain hotel. What was
Thank
that
you,
about?
Lisa.
I don't recall.
Oh, bullshit, Ernie. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I need to find my notes. I'm going to pull my notes up after this. And I hope that it's easy for me to find. Because you did, sir. You named a specific place that if people had any questions, they should go to that place. You did, Ernie. I heard you with my own 2 ears, sir. I heard you. And now all of a sudden you can't remember?
Innocent? Do you want to write something about that?
Yeah, if you got more information to jog my memory, it's just been a long time. It's been a
Joggy's
very long
memory,
time.
innocent.
Okay, Tina said that that they drove the Hummer.
Mhm.
What was the deal with the hotel? Somebody fill me in a little more on that. It was one of Fred's sister's hotels. You said if they wanted to know what happened to Summer to go and ask at the hotel.
Hold on a second.
That's what he
Sis,
said.
they're not kind of amplifying that right now, but it is what it is. I ain't worried about it. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Come on, Ernie. Answer the
Greenbelt
freaking
Motel.
question.
The what now?
Greenbelt.
The Greenbelt Motel. You
The
said go.
Greenbelt
Yes.
Motel. I don't remember that. I don't recall that.
Greenbelt Motel. I just couldn't remember the name. Greenbelt Motel. Okay. Yes, he did say, I don't know off the top of my head if it was the Greenbelt Hotel, but yes, he did mention that. He absolutely did.
All right.
I don't even remember a Greenbelt Motel. I mean, I went over to the PGA golf tournament with Don.
Don who?
What's his name?
Don who?
Don B.
Don Blankenship.
Don Blankenship.
You know who that is? They call him the Dark Master, the Dark Lord of West Virginia.
No, I don't.
The Dark Lord of
billionaire.
West Virginia?
No.
I've done
Sorry.
personal security. I've done security for him before, and that's the one I went to, the Greenbrier Hotel. The Greenbrier. Hotel. Is that what
Greenbrier.
you're referring to?
Maybe that's what it was.
I don't know. People are saying Greenbelt, but I don't know.
Maybe it was
Okay,
Greenbrier.
I don't know nothing about no Greenbelt.
When you
Okay, so what do you say? Either Greenbrier, and that was supposed to be where? Was that in Knoxville? Hang on a minute. Is there a Greenbrier Hotel in Tennessee? I don't see one. Greenbrier, Tennessee. Okay, that is a place. That is a place. But that's not a motel. That's actually a place. Yes, that'd be somewhere you would do business in. Absolutely, Debbie Ho. That's a town. That's actually a town. Is there a Greenbelt Hotel in Tennessee? Ooh, we have a winner chicken dinner. Greenbelt Hotel in Tennessee. I think it says Greenbelt Hotel, Tennessee. How many are there? No. The Greenbelt best hotels near the Kingsport Greenbelt. Set just 15 minutes from Tri-City Regional Airport. The Hampton Inn Kingsport is close to the... No. Okay. Oh, there's also a Greenbelt Park. Okay, wait. Those are places. Second time a bright speed mail rat just pops by my house. What, Birdie? What the heck is that, Birdie? Do I need to send assistance, Birdie? Blink twice. Blink twice if you need help, Birdie. We will come, I promise. You tell him the hoes, the crypty hoes will kick their ass. Yes, Constance, thank you. He said Fred Hill's sister owned the motel. Wowsy wow. Uh-oh, security's here. Cursed with curiosity is in the house. Security has arrived. All right, so he said Fred's sister owned a motel. So it's either Greenbelt or Greenbrier. Those are two different locations. But who knows, Ernie? And Ernie, I'm sorry. I said that I would like for you to come and talk to me at 7 o'clock, but I was wrong. Okay? I forgot. I scheduled it for 6. So come over here and talk to me, Ernie. I promise I'll be nice to you. I will not let anybody in chat call you a dumb fucker. I won't let them call you a cunt. I won't let them call you a piece of shit or a dick or whatever, man. I promise I won't. I really won't.
Okay, so you don't recall telling people to go to the hotel to find out what happened this summer?
No, I don't recall that.
What information did you have
We
about
recall.
Summer at the beginning? How did you get involved? Other than the search, was the search at the racetrack? Was that your first involvement?
Here's the thing: when it first happened, we reached out and we offered our assistance because it was so close. And they said, "No, we got enough people. We don't." And we was busy anyways with prayer
Oh,
stuff. We were doing.
interesting. Nana for Life says, I thought he drove the Hummer to Candace's with the pizza. Uh-oh, Jackie. Okay, wait. Database is in here saying he didn't say Fred's sister owned a hotel. I have to say that I heard Lisa say that, right? Did Ernie not just say that? Or did Lisa say it? Do I need to rewind? Walter Cronkite's in the house. I love Walter Cronkite. I always thought him and Barbara Walters should have a thing. Could you imagine Walter Cronkite and Barbara Walters having a kid? I wonder what they would have named it. That's interesting. Okay, so we got one person say he didn't say that, and we have another person saying he did say that. So, I don't know. Now I'm confused. But I do know that, yes, he did mention a motel. But the two places he just mentioned are actually areas, okay? Not necessarily hotel motel. Ellie works at a hotel, not owns one. Okay, thank you, Kirst.
So after about, I want to say July, August, September, I can't remember exactly when, there was a gentleman and an elder couple that came and pretty much they got my attention. And they was like, look, police said you can search here. We got permission.
Why in the hell would an elderly couple get your attention? Xander drove the Hummer and Ernie rode with him. Okay, so from my understanding, if I remember correctly, they had an interview set up with Don Wells. Don gave him the boot. He was like, no, at the last minute, Don went back on his word that he was going to have a conversation with them. So Ernie is saying somehow this elderly couple gets a hold of him and is like, hey, you need to check out the racetrack or something, right? I mean, that's what I'm getting. Hold on.
And for here and here and here. I never knew that it had anything to do with psychics or who was the one side, who's that person? I don't even know her name. I don't even know.
Juanita?
Is it Juanita? No, she goes by something else. It's something else, I think.
Donna?
No. Who was the person?
I know
Ernie, why you been wanting to hook up with Donna and what's the other lady's name? Well, I can kind of see why you're wanting to hook up with Sweetie Paello. She is fine looking, I must say. When Ernie talked about the hotel, he meant people should go talk to the people hanging out there. Yes, I agree, database. Yes. I don't remember him saying he was going to go do it, but I do remember him suggesting that other people go do it. Screen name said the Greenbelt is a walking bike trail that runs parallel to Holston River. The marble slab is beside Greenbelt where Layla was allegedly last seen. Okay, go make your coffee, Debbie. Go, girl. The Maricourt Hotel is in that area as well. Okay.
Juanita Safran. Oh, Dusty Albritton?
Dusty. Yeah, Dusty.
Okay.
Is it Albright or whatever it was?
Albritton. Mm-hmm. Albritton.
Yeah, Dusty Albritton, the one with the cat. Yeah, that one. I never knew it had anything to do with her. I had actually put my messages up from the time she messaged us to the time, all that. It was Dusty. Yes, team. It was Dusty. I got it. It was Dusty. But yeah, I mean, I never knew anything. When I crossed over the hill there, they had the little spirit box or whatever. And as me and Xander were walking up top of the hill there, and they're sitting there chanting in the box. That's the first time I ever knew anybody. I know that there were supposed to be other members there, but I didn't know what they were. I didn't have no clue. That's a fact.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Ernie.
And I had never been there. Never hung out there, didn't know what to expect. All I know is the owner said, hey, let these guys come out here. You can look, you can do this and that. I didn't know it was going to blow up like it did. It wasn't fake. We didn't fake none of that. We had the whole team there. We didn't fake none of that. And the only reason we did that is because it was in line with the Don Wells interview we were supposed to do.
So basically, what happened?
Okay, the owner of the racetrack said that you were trespassing.
No, he never.
You didn't get...
No, he never. No, he never. He actually put out a public post. He put out a public post saying we were allowed to do that. However, he didn't like the outcome, is what he said. Or something like that.
Okay. Did you...
Dude said you were trespassing. Ernie says, no, he didn't say that. He just didn't like the outcome. Moving on. Makes no sense, but okay. All right. I'll buy it. I'll buy it for 50 cents.
Did you think that was the way to handle evidence in a search with a missing child's case, was to just pick things up? And didn't you think you should have alerted actual law enforcement to flag those items and properly collect them?
No, because he knew.
Well, where we were at,
it wasn't
to be
a big
honest
deal.
with you, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. If you understand what I'm talking about.
No,
especially with law enforcement at that time.
I don't.
I had a real big upper hand I knew all the law enforcement. I knew the people. I knew the people there.
What?
I'd worked them areas in bounty hunting years before.
So why
So I
didn't
knew.
you have one of your law enforcement friends there? You were
Well, I
trained
knew-
in this, right?
Yes, I were.
Get him, Lisa.
So why are you mishandling what could possibly be evidence?
Well, the only thing we did that was mishandling it, because I had gloves on. The only thing we did mishandling it is putting it in the wrong container. That's it. And if you look at the percentage rate of it, it really don't hurt it anyways. It don't.
Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. I do not know what hotel Dodson ended up at. But I do have a question, Ernie. There was a text that you say Candace sent to you. Now, what's interesting about this text is because, if I remember correctly, Candace wasn't spelled Candus. Candace was spelled Candace. But you say it was from Candace Bly Wells. And it said as follows: not to record me or video me like bitch ass Benny did. I don't want anyone knowing. I want to meet you and talk. And you, sir, said, okay, you have my word. I want to help you. She allegedly said, I believe you can help. Nobody can know. I do know for sure Summer is not on the property or anywhere around there. There. Not here. There. That's what you said. For real. I got a few other little snidbits. Just a few other little snidbits. Was that really from Candace? I don't know. I don't know. So there, damn it.
Well, it should have been photographed before it was moved,
Hold
right?
on.
Well, it
Hold
was
on.
photographed. Everything was photographed. We did
What do you mean
everything.
by law enforcement? You weren't acting at the behest of any law enforcement agency, correct?
We were not law enforcement, no.
Okay, thank you.
We were not law enforcement, no.
All right.
Did law enforcement know we were there? Yes.
Okay, I'm surprised they didn't, weren't in closer contact with.
Because
You,
they'd
I
already done their investigation. They was pretty much done with it.
Well,
From that area, that's not 60. Look, what they do is they start out as a mushroom. It's a 60-mile radius they run around with. After so many days, that radius starts closing in. Hell, this is 2 or 3 months after. So think about it.
Was it that long? I was just going to ask you how long after Summer went missing.
Yes, it was 2 or 3 months after.
You remember that though, right?
Now, if it would have been like in July or June or something like that, yes, it would have been a definite. It would have been a damn definite. But this was like in August, September, maybe. I can't even remember. Maybe even later than that. I can go back and look. If you go to Predator Hunter Nation, you can probably see it. They've got the video still up. That'd be one way to find out definite.
Yeah.
Okay, people are mentioning Raven. I really don't know anything about Raven, but
Raven was his.
I don't know. I have never met Raven. I don't know why they come up with that. That was a Jimbo thing, I guess. I've never met Raven.
Was that a Jimbo
Never.
thing?
I don't know the deal with that. I don't know whether somebody fell in love or what the deal was with that. I don't know. I've never met. Now I have talked to Raven on Messenger a few times, but nothing like that. And it would even know it was brief, very brief. They ran with that. A lot of stuff they ran with.
Okay, Tina's saying that was weeks after Summer went missing. Ernie didn't even tell us he was talking to Dusty, but we knew nothing of the Summer Wells case when Dalton's mom set up an interview with Dawn. Okay. All right. Psychic Raven, he does know him. Psychic Raven's a guy? I always thought it was a woman too. That's interesting. Thank you, Debbie. I will pin that. Not that I gives a shit, but I will pin that.
What did Raven have to do with the search? Was he there at the racetrack?
As far as I know, he was there. I don't know if he was there with us. No, I
He
don't
was
know. I
there.
didn't know him. I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I don't know who all Dusty had out there. I don't know. We didn't pay no attention to them. I didn't speak to them, as a matter of fact. Me, Xander, and Ray pretty much went on our own deal, what we was going to do, and that's the way we kept it. We kept it professional, the way we knew how to do it, and we did great. We did more than what any other agency did. I just
You
tell you
did,
that. Everybody else
Ernie?
showed up in flip flops and stuff. We
I'm
had
sure
boots
you
on.
did.
We was ready. We weighted the waters. We turned over boats.
You
We
did?
done everything we needed to do.
Holy moly.
And of course, you know, and the only reason we did that is because,
Bullet,
again, my problem, my deal with that is I jumped in it too fast. I didn't get to study it. Didn't have time to study it because of the approach. The approach that was made to me was saying, hey, this is what's happening. This body's been moved, supposedly here and there. I didn't know. I hadn't even looked into the Summer Wells case because in the beginning we
told
asked
you?
and they said, no, it's okay. So there.
Okay, don't.
What, who told you that, Ernie? Who told you that the body possibly had been moved? Or did you kind of hear, let's see, was Dave Radar from EquiSearch already on duty runs by then saying that? Yeah, a 60-mile radius. Raven is a man, but dresses like a woman back then, I think. Oh my goodness. Yeah, who told you, Ernie? Who told you, sir, that that body had been moved?
Don't get your back up here. We're just
No, we did not
discussing.
put a post up. If you go back, you can see the post he put up. You're a liar. You're a liar.
No, no, no.
Oh,
Don't talk to her that way.
Well, she's
Okay.
not going to say, she's not going to, that's what they do. They trick everything around.
Ada
When the
says,
documentation is there,
no,
go get
he
it
put a
yourself.
post
We
saying
had
you
permission.
had no permission.
There was 2 posts he put up. We had permission, okay?
Okay, I
That's
can
it.
look for that.
How the
Okay.
hell would we got through the gate then? Wayne ain't in jail for trespassing then. You make no fucking sense. Anyway,
Clean it up.
Ew, he's
Clean it up.
getting angry.
Okay, somebody wanted to know if you knew Dudley Ajan.
There we go.
He worked with Dudley Ajan. He was one of Don's
Worker
I
bee.
knew it,
coworkers.
Dudley. I knew it, Dudley. I don't know what his last name was. I knew one from construction and stuff. I don't know if it was the same one or not because this is in years prior. Think
Right.
about it.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking into when I was an electrician. Let me think. Let me think when this was.
I
I
think,
want to say,
yeah, he's getting triggered.
see, my son was born in 2005.
Is that the one they say you don't pay child support on? I don't know. I'm just
3
asking.
years, 2008.
I'm just asking. I don't
Colonial
personally
Heights.
know.
That's when I met Dick Warlock.
Donald
Let's see,
Sherfy.
8, 9,
Why
10,
would
11.
did he
So
know
around
Donald
20
Sherfy?
I want to say 2000, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. I worked with Clark Electric, and I made, that's around those times is when I started. So,
No, me neither. Outdoors.
Okay, so
life.
you just would have known people that worked.
yeah, I knew. Well, I mean,
2007, 8, 9. Don Wells was not in the area then.
we were. That's when I started. That's what I was doing. We were connected with everybody in Kingston.
Why are you
Everybody in
saying
Kingsport from them
Kathy
days,
Marsh in
from
my
them times.
chat? Little
I just
Deb?
started then. I was working construction and I started doing electrical
Who
work. Well, I was in
mentioned
Colonial
Kathy
Heights first. I
Marsh?
worked at First Baptist in Colonial Heights. That's where I met Dick Warlock. I met a lot of other people and a lot of bikes and stuff for that.
Okay, but Don Wells.
I can't remember what year I met Don. I don't know for a fact what year it was. I mean, that's when I started. That's when I started. I worked a few years here. I worked a few years there. Then I got into electrical work. And then I had the thing with the wrestlers. And then I was gone for 30 days and I came back.
Yeah, because you went to jail, right?
And then it was my son's birthday party when I got back with her. And then I think I started working after that with electrical. And that's when I met Don. That was years later, 13, 12, 13, 14, something like that.
Okay. Margaret wants to know if you had intel on this case, why not turn it over to law enforcement? Did you have any contact with
TBI?
Okay, but you didn't. What about Lawson? Tell us about Lawson telling you to get off Summer's
I
case.
don't fuck with Lawson, okay? We go back.
Clean up the language, please. Clean up the
I don't
language.
screw with Lawson, okay? That's
Okay,
just a fact.
all right.
I don't mess around with Lawson, okay? I know Lawson personally from way before fucking he was anything.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't mess around with Lawson.
Why not?
Okay.
If you knew him way
how did that come
before.
about that he told you not to?
Because he knew I knew, okay? If you really want to know, he knew I knew.
He knew you knew what?
It don't matter.
Direct
Because it's
portal,
done and gone now,
right.
okay?
Thank you, Kurt.
There's nothing that can be done now.
Direct portal.
Simple.
I came with you
All right,
to be
hold
part
on.
of
Hold
something.
on. Lisa's got another commercial. Girl, you made bank off of this one, Lisa. You sure did, my friend. Good for you, girl. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Lord, help me tonight. Jesus, help me tonight. Okay.
Jose Roman.
Oh, Jose.
That came,
Jose was from Georgia.
Oh, interesting. 120
okay,
acres.
come on, people, let's clean up the comments.
Okay, we'll
please.
clean it up. Let's just not ask, like when you go into law enforcement, involving law enforcement, he knows what my problem is with him. I've told him over the phone. I've told him many a different times.
Okay,
Why
okay.
were
I
you
want
on the
nothing to do
phone
with
with
Ronnie
him?
Lawson, okay?
Okay, yep.
Or
All right.
his pedophile son.
Okay.
No.
Were you
he
a
figured he was
licensed
gonna say
electrician?
that.
No.
Okay.
I was electrical assistant helper is what I was, but I done
Okay.
electrical work.
All right. Okay. I believe
And
that.
I think in sport, after 3 or 4 years, you can pretty much do your own thing. I've done handyman.
Okay, give me 1 minute, you guys. I've been on here an hour. I need to get up and stretch my legs just for a second. Everybody take a woosah moment. Go get you something to drink. Grab your popcorn. 420 it. Give me just 2 seconds and I will be right back. Promise. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I do have to get up and stretch my legs. Because it's weird because since I've had my heart attack, I've got to like move around. It's hard to sit here for a long period of time because it really does affect my legs. My legs, even though they're good looking legs, they're pretty short though. I mean, I am only like 4'10" now. I shrunk an inch. Ernie sat all the way down. He's a good delusional. Yes. I know, Ernie. Ernie, I will not let anybody talk bad about you if you come over here and talk to me. He don't want to talk to me because I want answers and I want the truth. I don't need to sit and listen to bullshit for 3 fucking hours coming out of his mouth. This has to do with the little missing girl. Who plays a game when it comes to a little missing girl besides Ernie Shell? Don't ever forget when Ernie came on a live stream and said, I don't care about the Summer Wells case anymore. I'm not going to help investigate the Summer Wells case. Kinda is what he said. Nobody's playing no games with it, Ernie. You said, and don't act like, oh, I can't recall. Your weird ass can recall some things, but you can't recall relevant shit that came out of your mouth and you told people. I mean, for real.
And stuff like that with that.
Okay. Did you know Tim Mullen at all?
Hmm.
He does that. Discover Kingsport, does a lot of photographies and a lot of
He
production
must
Yeah,
and
have
he
been-
promotion.
he's a photographer and all that shit. or
Right,
something.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, how long before this did you know him? Or was it just after Summer went missing?
It was after Summer went missing. I'd heard of Tim Mullins before.
Well, Tim Mullins must have heard of you before, right? Hey, Cypher. Because Tim Mullins invested a little bit of money to the Benny Keys, from what the Benny Keys said, to run interference on your ass, Ernie Shell. Why would Tim Mullins have done that, Ernie Shell? That's a good question, right? I agree, Mr. Nobody. I don't think he knows a fucking thing. I think he inserted himself into Summer's case. And yeah, he's gonna sit there and say he doesn't you know, I don't mess with Lawson. You know why he probably doesn't mess with Lawson, in my opinion? Because Lawson probably called him out on his bullshit. That's probably why he doesn't like Sheriff Lawson. For real. And let me just say this, opinions of this channel may not necessarily be the opinions of others. I don't make people think the same way I do. We all are human beings. We all have our own thoughts. If you believe Ernie, more power to you. If you don't believe Ernie, more power to you. But enough is enough, Mr. Shell.
Okay.
And some Hawkins County bullshit. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay, I'm looking down. Okay, some of these are inappropriate here.
Yeah, the production company is what they did.
You
for
said
Predator
that
Hunter
you know where
Nation, right?
Summer's body is. Did you say that?
Yes,
Mhm.
he did.
No.
Okay.
Wow. Show him receipts, Lisa.
That phone call. I know where she was at that phone call, and she wasn't moving Summer. I think that was kind of blown out of proportion. Did you make that an issue, that phone call?
Did I make what an issue?
When she was drunk and throwing up in the shovel.
Where had she just came for before that?
Where had she just came from?
You said she was there all day. That's not true.
Yeah,
Where'd
she was there
she come
drinking.
from,
She was with
then?
her girlfriend.
So she was drinking
She was
Yeah.
fishing.
that whole day.
That's what her mom said.
Said she was
No,
fishing.
she was not. She was over there with me.
Oh,
Well, then
my
you know where it is.
She was over there
in
in Newport with us for about 3 hours, 2.5 hours before that.
Okay, wait. Hey, my sister's voice. Story's still behind in the live. Raven is a cross-dresser that scammed on Summer's name. Ernie reposted on Raven's post asking people to ride his pony. I sadly know a lot about Raven. I don't know anything about Raven, and so I don't know about that situation. But my sister's voice is saying Ernie most definitely knew Raven. Yes, weird production people around Summer and Sebastian's case. Absolutely outdoorsy live. Absolutely. Thank you, 120 acres.
I put it on
Lord
live. It's on
Jesus,
there. You
take
can
the
take the
wheel.
dates. You can match them up.
I don't think that. No. No, I know where she was.
Okay, then you know. And I'm telling you you're wrong, but you go ahead.
Lisa's saying, I knew where she was, and Ernie said, okay, then I'm telling you wrong. So, which is the truth? Because were you on the phone with Candace, Lisa? Or did someone tell you that? See, there's a big difference between hearsay and not hearsay. So I'm not saying that you're fibbing, but I'm saying that if you're going to be calling him out on that, that you probably should have shown him receipts on that. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. Raven lived close to Harlan and pretended to be a psychic to grift off Facebook. Wow. She was at the hemp place first. That is true. Well, no, I've got a video of her at the hemp place. Would you like to see it? Let me find it for you guys. Where is it? Remain calm. Loaded. Because a individual called law enforcement while Candace was at the hemp place and had a welfare check done on her. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. This is from a creator that goes by the name the Double Mint Twins. Please let me share that link really quickly here. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay, hold on. I am going to share that link because you guys know that I try to show receipts. Okay, hold on. Double Mint. I'm typing with one finger tonight, so I'm kind of slow. So y'all just bear with me here. Double Mint Twins. Hold on. Well, because they were hanging out back in the day. They were doing their little videos and stuff. Interesting characters. But I always try to put in my notes where I find what I have put in there. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I believe this is the one. I hope it's the one, or I'm going to look really ding-dang. All right, let's move over to this one. Oh, I've got to, hold on. I got to move my, I got to take my banner out of the way. Let me remove my banner. Give me a moment. I'm kind of slow tonight. Oh my, what is this? Oh.
Welcome, everyone. What a heck of a night.
Huh.
Can you imagine you get in trouble and get the police called on you for delivering a pizza? It's something, ain't Benny. And I'm not going, this ain't going to be long at all, guys. This is real quick. There's a legendary hat. It's up for grabs. We, the people, will protect the children at all costs. Benny, we know. You knew Don way before Summer Wells went missing. Now rap starts streaming as you and all your gang are also in trouble as well. Because you're accessories. And you've done this person very, very wrong. It's okay, I promise you. It'll be okay.
That's Candace. Why did the little Dev say your name, Kathy Marsh? I don't think that he was talking about a hotel in West Virginia, but okay, you must be a little bit behind. A witness to the pizza delivery right here in chat. Well, there was someone on the phone with Candace the night that the pizza delivery shit took place, and they're not saying that yes, someone else was there. They're not sure, but they were on the phone with Candace. She said Candace was scared and had actually went downstairs and was hiding downstairs and in the dark, right? In the dark. Let me play this one more time. But I don't know. I wasn't there.
Welcome, everyone.
I just know what I was
What a
told.
heck of a night. you imagine you get in trouble and gets police called on you for delivering a pizza? It's something ain't Benny. And this ain't gonna be long at all, guys. This is real quick. There's a legendary hat. Is up for grabs. We, the people, will protect the children at all costs. Benny, we know. You knew Don way before Summer Wells went missing. Now rap starts streaming as you and all your gang are also in trouble as well. Because you're accessories. And you've done this person very, very.
Oh, I'm not saying you wasn't there, Dee Dee. I don't know. All I know is I was told this person was on the phone with Candace. Candace was downstairs without the light on, that they were actually having a conversation with her in the dark. That's all I know. I don't know if you were there or not. I'm not going to sit here and say that you wasn't. Okay? But I really didn't want to make this about Pizzagate. Yes, Candace looked petrified in this. But let me also say this, that why did Candace go to meet him? Why did Candace go to meet him? Is what I want to know. If she was so scared about him delivering a pizza, why did Candace end up here with Ernie? I don't know. I'm just asking.
You're wrong. It's okay. I promise you. It'll be okay. Now, that right there is enough to pull the full force of the FBI, the TBI, Hawkins County, everyone. We just got it. Benny Keys, you knew Don way before. Way before.
Candace didn't say that. Constance Sue has the Pizzagate playlist. You will. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that she was scared of Ernie, right? I don't necessarily think she was scared of Ernie. I think she just didn't want to be on camera saying that Don knew Benny Keys before Summer went missing. Right? He invited her that day. I didn't want to go. She thought he was kind. I said, I'm not going. She picked me up afterward. All I know is someone that I know said that they called law enforcement while Candace was there to do a welfare check on her because of this, because of her looking freaked out. So that is one thing that I did hear. So I'm not saying you wasn't there, Dee Dee. I ain't saying that at all. I'm just saying she was on the phone allegedly with someone else too at that time, right? No, it wasn't you. I know who it was. It wasn't you that called law enforcement. That's what I kind of thought too. I mean, I don't really know if Ernie would, yeah, it was Candace. It was Candace, Debbie. It absolutely was. No, it wasn't. It wasn't rapper BK. I know who it was. Because she told me who it was. And I would tell you, but I never asked her if I could ever say it was her or not. But it wasn't somebody that anybody would have expected to call law enforcement. I'll say that. Right? Oh, I don't know if she will. Well, maybe. I don't know. Ernie to show up by himself. I didn't know anything that happened at the cafe that day until she picked me back up. No, it wasn't. No. I know the person who told me that they called law enforcement to do the welfare check. And it was because Candace looked so freaked out. You bet you know who? Okay. It's really not a big idea. No, don't start with a R. Starts with a G. A G. Do you want to buy a vowel? She probably wouldn't even care. No, it was Genevieve. Genevieve did it. So if Nicolina did it, Genevieve did it too. So I don't know.
Well,
Because
if
she
you
said, I have to go somewhere, I have to leave. I said, well, here, stay and talk to the team. No, I don't want to talk to them. Yeah, okay, it was the same day. Because that night she called me. That's when I gave, anyways, it is what it is. Let's keep going.
Wow.
Okay.
Keep
Let me
going.
get your phone. Just a minute. Let's see. Jordan, no. Yeah. Thank you, Eve. Clean up the chat. Oh, okay. So let's see you and Benny and Cher. Talk a little about your involvement with Benny and Cher's involvement at the beginning there.
I didn't know nothing about Benny. I didn't know nothing about Cher. I didn't know anything about that.
How did you get involved with those two?
Benny had messaged me and he said, hey, I seen you at the racetrack or something like that. I need you to come up here. I've seen something about you being a bounty hunter and all that. And I didn't know nothing about YouTube at the time, hardly. Remember, that was all on Facebook. And then right after that is right when we come to YouTube, pretty much.
Right. And he has a lot of, I haven't had time to watch them all, but he has a lot of YouTube videos on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it does.
Asking you questions and things. I don't think
he's asking me questions. I think it's me asking him questions that he couldn't answer. But anyways, it is what it is.
Okay.
Tit for tat, Ernie.
I can't. Landon Stallard. Okay, I just got sent something here.
They got things. Hold on. Let's let Lisa's commercial play out for her. Give that girl her money. Give her money, YouTube. She deserves it. She deserves us for talking to him.
From the Volunteer Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't she tell you about the pizza?
Can I read this, or is this going to trigger you?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
We appreciate your efforts in trying to locate this little girl, but with that said, our whole facility is under 24/7 video surveillance, and our friends with enforcement can have access to it at any time. Well, that's a good point. That they.
We've watched over and over the stuff about the pizza. I don't want to make this about the pizza. I really don't. Because last time when I went up on Ernie's panel, I had to sit there for 25 minutes while everybody argued over a pizza. So Candace didn't want him there. Law enforcement was called. And that's pretty much Pizzagate right there. So, I mean, good for you, Dee Dee, that you were her friend and you were there for her to keep weird ass guys from coming up there.
Anybody that came there doing anything nefarious would be seen on camera, right? Your post is basically accusing our facility. I say I may own it, but Volunteer Speedway is one huge family that consists of thousands of fans, race teams, and the community, and is family oriented as any place in Northeast Tennessee.
Yes.
The fact that you are posting pics of things that are used every race night shows your ignorance. Load up and bring your CSI wannabe crew tonight and watch about 1,000 people on the pit side alone, which will include dozens of kids roaming these 70 acres.
Wow.
Gates open at 5. I do suggest you not let anyone know who you are personally, though. If this ignorant post isn't removed in the next little bit, I'll post it on our track page, and there will be 40,000 of our loyal fans blowing you up. By the way, my name is Landon Stallard.
Wow.
I already talked with him. I actually talked with him. I didn't make the post on her Predator Hunter Nation page in the first place. I didn't do it. I wouldn't want it done. So I did talk with Landon. Yes, I did after it was over.
It's okay,
because
Dee Dee, I
didn't like
it.
what he posted, and I pretty much I think I talked to him through Messenger. I may still have the messages somewhere. I don't know.
Okay,
and we both agreed it was a mistake. So there.
Candace needed somebody there with her, and if you were there with her, Dee Dee, then much respect for that you had her back, because Candace was alone. And I personally would be creeped out if Ernie Shell showed up at my house with a pizza, even though now y'all want me. Now I want a pizza. Damn. Should I give my address? Somebody can, what do they call it? What do they call it when somebody sends a pizza to somebody's house? I don't know. I've never had food delivered to my house, I don't think. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Uber. No, Gypsy and her husband do it. What is it called? I don't know. DoorDash. Thank you, Walter Cronkite. I knew Walter Cronkite would know the answer to that. For real. For real. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Mr. Nobody.
We
Okay,
both
what
got back on the wrong foot, but he did say we appreciate you. And if you read the post before, you're reading what's after. Read what was before.
that is actually the only thing I was sent here.
Yeah,
With-
that's the only thing you're seeing. That's what they do. They only send the bad stuff. You can do 1,000 good things out there, people, but the first time you do something bad, it don't matter what it is. It could be as simple as not giving a kid a candy bar or something shit like that and it crying. You're going to
Okay.
be remembered for that, and not the good shit you've ever done. That's a fact.
Okay, Ernie, dial it back just a little bit.
That's kind of creepy, talking about giving
Okay,
kids
come on, you
candy,
guys,
Ernie.
clean up the chat, please. Seriously. Okay, Margaret said you said you have phone calls with you and Candace that she was gagging and puking and crying, and you knew where she was and what she was
Yes.
doing. Why not tell law enforcement?
I told law enforcement everything.
I don't think you did, Ernie.
Okay, I'm not positive there were cameras there where she was, but they were surrounded by an awful lot of people, Margaret, when she was doing that. They were digging.
Yeah, Candace was puking. It's on here. I think I got it on my watch later list. I mean, I really don't want to show Candace fucking. I don't want to show that again. But Candace said that she was actually with a bunch of people fishing, that they had been out on the boat fishing all day. If I remember correctly, that's what Candace said. Okay.
A campfire. Okay. Yeah, the tape. You said there was duct tape with Summer's long blonde hair in there. Now Summer was pretty bald when she went missing. What led you to think that was hers?
I just said that there was duct tape, and I said it wasn't, I don't think it was duct tape. It was electrical tape, where they take batteries or something in a little car. I don't know. I have no idea. But there was hair and stuff stuck to tape, and that was put and collected. That was it. That was it. I mean, I don't know.
Electrical tape is a lot different than duct tape. You guys know, right, that there's a difference between electrical tape and duct tape. He told me he didn't turn everything in, but yet on here he said he did. He's trying to bring up Summer to change the subject from all these lies. He did this before jail. Fake agent team and everything. District Attorney Dan Armstrong said, "This is a drama by the people involved, and I'm about to believe him." I didn't hear him say that it's drama by the people involved. I can pull up exactly what he said. And he said something along the lines of having to turn over stones that they didn't feel they had to at first turn over. But we can pull that up if we need to. Let me see.
I didn't study the case. I told you I didn't study the case. I didn't know anything about the case. I was there to help two people who I thought were going to be helping us. We went to their house, picked up the files. I thought they was going to be with us.
What
I didn't know
files?
nothing about it. I didn't know
What
that we were going to be
files?
going by ourselves, pretty much. That wasn't what the deal was. But it changed. That's what usually happens. It changes. But we had the whole team. We had the cameras. We had everything. We was going to meet Don Wells after that was over. So it is what it is.
Okay.
Why did you need files?
Let's move on. The brain chip. Your brain chip. that started
Oh,
with Tina,
who
right?
gives a shit about a brain chip?
No,
For real.
No? Tell me about
no, I'll pass.
I'll pass on the brain chip.
that.
I would too, Ernie.
right.
I'd pass on that brain chip too, brother.
Okay, you guys, come on, please.
Come on.
Um,
Come on. Hang on, I got
what
Dan
led to the
Armstrong.
break with your family? And why did you not go to your dad's funeral? Or you did go, correct?
Okay, this
I
is
did.
the first interview
You
by
know, I went to
Dan
both of them. I went to
Armstrong.
the awake and I went to the funeral. The night at the
Hold on. This is the district attorney speaking about the Summer Wells case. This is the district attorney talking about the Summer Wells case. Dan Armstrong. Oh shit, I guess I better show it to you.
6-year-old Summer Wells.
On the night of June 15th, District Attorney General Armstrong called in the TBI to help with the search efforts for Summer Wells. Now, almost 10 months later and no real developments, this case is unlike anything he's ever worked before.
The sheriff will contact other law enforcement agencies, and under the way the TBI is set up, I have to make the formal request for the TBI. So the sheriff, when in this particular case, he had called and asked for help from all the agencies, and then called me and
Ernie.
asked the TBI to get involved.
The long-spanning search for Summer Wells can feel like a blur, but the night of June 15th is clear as day, just as the call to issue an Amber Alert on the 16th.
An Amber Alert is where a child is missing from either the person that's supposed to have legal custody of them or their parents. And so we put out the Amber Alert to alert everybody, including citizens. If you have a cell phone, your phone will go off on Amber Alerts. So you can be on the lookout and help us spot this child if the child happens to show up in your area.
No one has been charged in relation to Summer's disappearance, but that doesn't mean the district attorney isn't involved.
My role basically is just to be an advisor as to any legal issues that may come up during the search, who to talk to, how to go about doing that. I am kept briefed periodically, not every day, but periodically, and just available to provide any legal assistance that I can.
As law enforcement is flooded with tips and the seasons change, small-scale searches have taken place in the Beach Creek area.
We follow leads as they come in. So at this point, you're basically
Maybe you were
down
thinking
to
about the
just following
director of the
whatever leads come
TBI.
in and following up, maybe trying to backtrack and do some things you
Yeah,
did
Bertie,
before
I'll
to
pull
see
up
if
your community post,
anything
babe.
comes of it.
The most recent ground search back in February didn't bring.
Are you, because I don't think you're, I don't think that you're thinking about Dan Armstrong. Are you talking about it was the TBI guy, right? Wasn't it the TBI guy? Hold on, Bertie. I have to find you there, babe. Oh, my gosh. My goodness, my goodness. Here, we'll just do it like this. Hold on, I'll pull Lisa back up while I'm finding it. Does it matter? For sure. Are you talking about the TBI guy? Because I don't think Dan Armstrong. It's the other video. Okay, I'll find it. I will find it. Let me get this started back up, though.
You know, his wife, whatever. She didn't say
Crystal?
nothing to me. She didn't. When he died, I was there when he died. Okay, I got to talk to my dad before he died.
I know.
I'm the
I saw a picture of you with him shortly before he died. Yes.
I'm the one that bought his pizza. I'm the one that bought everybody pizza there that day.
Okay.
Is this the one that Nana's Angels has on hers?
I went to the wake and everything. Nothing was said. Me and her talked and everything. It wasn't brought up till the funeral. And right when the funeral gets ready to start, she jumps up and she says, "I want him out of here. Get him, Adam. Get him, Zach. Get him. I stood up. I was like, ready. Come on. I had 2 bounty hunter friends with me that night. I had 2 bounty hunter people with me that night. We was ready for anything. We would clear that whole damn church out if we had to. But I looked over.
Let me
at the
ask you
preacher.
this: if
With all
that's the
respect,
case,
1000%.
if that's the case, who has been the ones that has been causing the drama? Fred says, right? Fred said. What he said that I remember is the fact that they were waiting for CPS to see if there were any charges that were going to be handed down. CPS was supposed to get with law enforcement on if they had any charges for the district attorney to handle. But that's good in the hood if the man said that some of this drama being created could be created by somebody who's guilty or somebody who knows something. Absolutely. Who are the main people that have been out here causing a lot of the drama? That's a good question, right?
It. And I said, Bill, I'll go. The police was at the door. The police wasn't even going to do anything. The police was at the door. I walked out. They said, just, let's just do this peacefully. I said, I will. I walked up to the casket first. I looked at Dad. And I looked back over. Adam was sitting there and Zach both were sitting there. They wouldn't dare fucking move. We walked out the door. The police officers was there. They said, have a good one, brother. I said, you too. And I said something to the preacher. I can't remember what exactly I said to the preacher. I knew Bill really well.
That's
we got in the vehicle and we headed out.
Why would you take other people to your dad's funeral? That's a family thing, right?
It is.
So has Fred.
Did you ask about any inheritance that you'd be getting when you were at the funeral?
No, I never wanted anything. And I've got messages with that.
Hey,
when they said Dad had a bunch of money, I said, I don't want any of it. I said, split it up with the family. Because the question was asked, do you want the parcel? Do you want a big lump sum of it? You have to understand, I'm my dad's son. I'm his oldest son.
Yes, he is.
So they asked me, I said, I don't want any of it. I said, split it up with the family.
Okay.
Split it up. I don't want it. I didn't want nothing.
Why?
So that's a lie when they say I wanted stuff from my dad. I wanted nothing from my dad.
Okay.
Wait. This is one thing I want to say. Personally, I don't think, why is this relevant? Why is this relevant? Whose fucking business is it that Ernie is having stuff going on with his family like that? That is sad to me. That is very sad to me. I don't get this. Ernie has done the most to derail the case, but you don't think Fred has either, Mr. Nobody? Fred actually said that the dogs hit behind his truck. Fred has put himself there. So, I mean, that's a good question. What is your theory? What is your theory on it, Mr. Nobody? Inquiring minds want to know, Mr. Nobody.
All right. It's okay, Ernie. I'm just asking a question.
I didn't want anything. I don't know what was been said after that. You can ask the lawyers. Why don't you call the lawyers? I signed the paper. I signed the paper saying I didn't want anything.
Who cares?
It's okay.
Why don't you do a FOIA on that? It's public records, right? You can see where I signed it away.
This
I didn't want
going
anything.
sideways.
Okay, I'm just making sure that's clear.
You answered the question, and I did not dispute that. So just calm down a little. Okay, the photo with Candace leaning on the tree with the shotgun. Jada, that was not a shotgun. That was the handle of the tripod. There's another picture that is not widely out there that shows the tripod with the camera on it, and that's what that was, the little snap.
I have no idea about that.
So
yeah, I don't know.
So you guys feel like Fred is
clean it up.
is just trying to make money?
No, I'm saying the chat. The chat needs to clean it up.
They're going to say whatever.
I think Melissa. Well, I don't want that. Yeah.
Wow.
Melissa, are you still in here? Melissa was in here.
Oh.
I don't know if she still is. Okay. You don't want to talk about the brain chip. Okay, let's talk about. Can we talk about Shelby without you losing?
Yeah, yeah.
I agree.
That's what I thought it was
I
gonna be about
agree
mostly.
that
But yeah,
that's a
let's do it. Let's do it.
possibility, Mr.
Oh.
Nobody.
Um.
I completely agree that I
So
can
Shelby
see
told me that even if
also.
he knew
I
that
can see
you
that as a
were
theory
involved in Ronnie
also.
King, he would not turn you in because he would snitch. Most people in Harlan won't snitch. What?
Okay. I don't want to get into the Shelby Shell stuff, you guys. I don't know if she talks any more about Summer after this. I always like to watch things with you guys. And so I am going to end this live with Lisa right there. And because I've almost been on here 2 hours. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody feel free to come up. Let's have a conversation about it. But I definitely see, I see Mr. Nobody. You're not the only one who has said that. There's other people who has actually felt that way. That you know, from the beginning, you know, Ernie has taken this case and you know, really screwed it up, or tried to anyway, for sure. He pushed the false story after false story. Yes, 3 hours he cannot be accounted for. If it was, Kerr says, if it was supposed to be a fake rescue, then why wouldn't he produce Summer? Maybe something happened. I mean, we don't know. Lisa K, you did have something to say. But no, sorry, I had to end it, Lisa, because I'm not really interested in the Shelby Shell stuff. So if Ernie called you a bunch of names again, I don't know what to say, ma'am. I think Fred knows that part. That's interesting, Mr. Nobody. That is interesting. No, thank you. It was around 2013 when Ernie lived in Churchill. Summer wasn't born then. But I don't think he ever came out and said exactly the time frame when he lived there, did he? Pam O'Connor says he lived in Churchill when Summer went missing. Hey, Rapper, how are you? Yes, you're more than free to come up here, Mr. Nobody, for real if you want. I don't think I've ever seen you go up on a panel before. Yes, it is obvious that he, yes, has done illegal substances by his behavior. See, that's why I wondered exactly how he knew Fred Hill, right? Yes, it was very good, Lisa. You asked him some really good questions. I don't know if the answers, you never know if Ernie's telling the truth or not. But like I said, in that area, at some point, I'm sure they all did know of each other. Not saying that they all hung around together, but I'm sure that they all did know of each other. But where does okay, Mr. Nobody, you're welcome on my panel anytime. Anytime, Mr. Nobody. For real. You know you're welcome up here anytime. So I've only got about 15 minutes anyway, because I have to keep my time kind of short, for sure. But we will definitely be doing a part 2 on this. Say the scenario. What is law enforcement waiting on to release the announcement of her being found? Hey, Mama Bear. I need to email you, Mama Bear. This is really interesting. Let me tell you this is a theory that someone told me that they felt right after Summer went missing. Okay. And this is what they said. They felt, now this is weird. It wasn't me. Yeah, Constance got all the clips. Yeah, Constance has a bunch of the clips. I've got a bunch in my watch later list. Do you guys remember when Ernie did the fake phone call with Dawn Wells? You guys remember that? That irked the shit out of me. I'm telling you right now. Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. Okay. Oh my God, this is a crazy lady. I think this is a crazy. This everybody was talking about. What is it? Crisis actors.
Was
Is
reported
this the
missing from
one?
her home in Hawkins County,
Oh, I
and
can't
after
remember.
almost 1,100
Is this
tips,
the one where the
still
lady
no
was
sign
going,
tonight
I'm
of the 5-year-old little girl.
sorry.
Another
Yes.
prayer vigil was held in
Yes.
Kingsport tonight, and a woman
Remember
who
that
attended told us
lady?
she felt compelled to be there because she regrets believing rumors
Oh
that
my
were floating on
gosh.
social media about the case.
It's
There
about
she is.
Summer Wells. It's about finding that baby. And that's what brought me here. I just don't want to listen to social media no more. It's basically tore me up.
Yeah, it tore up a lot of
The
people.
Amber Alert for
Lord. Most of mine are in a Ernie Shell Summer Wells playlist. Well, we will check them out, Constance Sue. For real, girl. Yep, she does got it. So, what a crazy case. Crazy. I have so much too. I just never put mine in a playlist. I guess I could have put mine in a playlist. I just never did. Wait a minute. I know which interview you guys are talking about. It's this one right here. Is it this one that you guys were talking about? Hold on.
We don't have the evidence in this case to know for sure whether or not Summer was abducted or whether or not she walked away from her home and became lost. It's really important to us to not focus all of our efforts on just one of those two. We think that the only way we'll be successful in finding Summer is to continue to walk down both of those investigative paths to ensure that we don't become focused on one area alone and miss something that's crucially important. I would say this case has not gone cold. A cold case is typically framed up as a case where there are no tips or leads that are coming in and there are no investigative efforts that are happening because there is no place to travel with the investigation. I would say in this case, thanks to the public, we've continued to have tips and leads that have come in that agents have been able to follow up on continuously. And the agents have worked tirelessly when tips and leads weren't coming in to try to find ways to investigate when typically people would lay down their effort. It has been a great partnership between the community and law enforcement to not let this case sit and go sterile. We continue to focus on ground search efforts. We continue to focus on interviews of those who may have information about vehicles that have traveled through the area or technology that could have been used that may give us an investigative lead. All stones are being turned over. There's not one thing that's being done. We've been extremely creative.
I just played something from the Double Mint Twins. Ernie knows way too much not to be a predator. I agree with that. When your cops talk about that kind of stuff, he does. They show emotions, get upset, he has the exact opposite reaction. It's not that law enforcement has to tell them, they know. Even if Summer was born in that area, she still could have wandered off and got lost. Seriously, she could have. So, I mean, unfortunately, we just don't know.
Creative as we've investigated this case and continue to try to find ways to turn over rocks that we didn't even know that were there to turn over. Children are our top priority at TBI. They are the most vulnerable population that we have. They're our most precious things in our world. TBI has always placed an emphasis on missing children. We've done that through multiple programs that are established here. We look for children when most people aren't. And this case is one that we've just not been able to overcome, and it's troubling. Many people have speculated what they think has happened in this case. The difficult part
What?
of
I don't know what you're
speculation
talking about, my
is that
sister's
if we as
voice. Are you giving
investigators
other
speculate
creators?
and focus our efforts in one direction, we're making a huge mistake. We have to make sure that we're being completely comprehensive as we investigate, and being focused in one direction is a tragedy for an investigation. So until we find evidence that points us in a direction that we
Oh, I
know
agree,
is the right
Bertie.
direction, we'll continue to be comprehensive. We'll continue to explore every option that can be out there, and we would continue to ask for the public's help in doing so. Typically, we have a couple of agents assigned to an investigation, and that's been enough. We've had over 6,500 leads, tips and leads come in on this case. Those have all been reviewed. They've been worked. We continue to get those, and it is a monstrous task, but it's one that's not overwhelmed us. We have been strategic in the way that we've handled this investigation. We have some of our most talented agents assigned to this case, some of our most talented intelligence analysts from the Bureau assigned to this case. We have brought in subject matter experts within TBI from across the state to assist in this investigation. We have thrown everything that we know to throw at this case, and we haven't had the answers that we need yet. No, we'll get them, but we don't have them today. When I see the picture of someone else, I say my daughter. And I can
Wow.
tell you that if my daughter was missing, I would sure hope that somebody was looking for her every day. And it brings me concern and satisfaction, really the concern that we don't have the answers, the satisfaction of knowing that we have the best agents at TBI that are working on this case in connection.
I agree, Mr. Nobody. I will pull some of those up, and because I've watched a lot of those too, the Predator Hunter Nation stuff, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting to watch some of those. And I have to agree with you. I mean, I hate to say it, but I agree with so many of you guys and your theories and what you have to say. I think I really, and people can come at me if they want to, but I think that all you guys' theories are important, and I think that we need to look at all of them. We need to look at all of them, because unfortunately, we just do not know. But I do agree with you, Mr. Nobody, and I agree, Sandy, that you feel that she possibly walked away or ended up on horseback. I have a shirt on right now. I don't have my light plugged in. Nana for Life sent me this shirt, and it's the one of Summer with the little pony. And I love this shirt. I love that picture of Summer with the little pony. So,
with other local law enforcement and federal agencies who are doing their best. And if my daughter was missing, all of the people that are working on this case are the people who I would choose to work on a case if my daughter was missing.
and I do not, it's just me, you guys, I do not believe that law enforcement is hiding anything. I don't believe that. I think that they're not going to let us know some of the things that they have found out. But this interested me too. And I'm going to show you guys this really quick. And this is a live that Doolittle Talks did. And this is Ernie talking to Candace. Okay, this is Ernie talking to Candace. And this is from Doolittle Talks, and I think I already put this in. I'll do it again. I will do it again. Okay, let me get this on here, right? Because I had this pulled up first. Oh my goodness. This is Doolittle Talks. Get it in there, right? There's the link. This is Ernie talking to Candace. Under a campsite restroom, dug under the foundation and dropped her under it. Why would there be searches near the home? What? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? Got change? Is that your theory or your opinion or I mean that's a really odd statement to make. Hold on. Oh, loves, thank you so much. Thank you, darling, for the Cash App. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What makes so suspicious of Ernie is his constant interference. He did that during his brother's... Oh, yeah. I showed his brother's trial. Could they not keep something hidden? Yes, absolutely, Bella. They absolutely could, you know, keep something, something hidden for sure. Hang on a minute. Huh. Okay. I was just checking that channel out. All right, that's interesting that you would feel that they did that under, yeah, caves and walls and different stuff like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me pull this up. I want to show this to you guys before I get off here. This is a conversation that I always found interesting that Ernie had with Candace. I believe Candace was a little intoxicated. She had her cowboy hat on. This is Doolittle Talks. Let's listen to this.
Mommy, what would you say to your daughter?
What would I say to her?
What would you say to her? You can turn your camera off. You can turn your camera off. It's okay. We understand your pain on that. We understand.
And I'm not allowed to touch her. But
you're not allowed to touch. You're not allowed to touch her at all. You cannot touch her. But you can communicate with her. You can see her. She can see you. She can hear you. She can even hear what you say to her, okay? And you can hear what she says to you. If you was to say, Mommy, what would you say to your daughter?
I cannot not touch her. That would just be, if she was standing
Yeah,
me
Mr.
right now,
Nobody. Patty Mayo knockoff, yeah.
there would be no way that I could not run up and wrap her in my arms.
What would you say to her? What would your last words be to her? Your last words?
And tell her how much I love her and miss her and wish she was here with me. There's no way I cannot run up and touch her.
Can't touch her. Let me ask you a question.
No, there's no way.
Well, let me ask you a question.
No,
Can
you
touch her?
can't do that. That's not right.
Let me ask you a question.
Because
Can you touch her now? Can you touch her now?
No, I can't. I wish I could.
You can't even see her now.
Don't you think I don't wish I can?
I know you wish you can. Do you think Don wishes you can? You heard everything he said
about what he said.
I know you don't. But you heard what he said. How does that change your feelings about that, Candace? Knowing that's how he felt.
You know what? I have a whole lot of changed feelings.
Ernie was trying so hard throughout that whole relationship. I don't even really want to call it a relationship. He was trying his best to get Candace to come out and say something about Dawn. He was pushing for it, right? That was his goal. I really believe Ernie's goal was to get her to say something about Dawn. Dawn and then Benny, of course, right? Had to throw Benny in there.
As well as you should.
If someone's standing right now, no. If someone was standing here right now in this kitchen and in this room, there'd be nobody that could stop me from running up and grabbing her and holding her and just loving on her every second that I could.
That's passion. That's what I wanted you to show right there. That right there, Candace, is passion. Now, when you ask or when you talk to Don, does he show that sort of passion about his missing daughter? Does he care that much, or is it just about a lot of gold?
This is the thing. And when Ernie mentions, is it just worth that she's worth a lot of gold? Now, I told you I would pull that up. I have that transcribed where Ernie is talking. I believe was Ziggy on the phone? No, it was a conversation. I got it transcribed that Ernie was talking to Dawn, and Dawn talks about Summer being worth her weight in gold as far as getting into heaven. It was a weird ass conversation. I do have it transcribed, but I'm not going to pull it up tonight because I promised myself I would not go over 2 hours.
Kinda. A little bit. Not much.
Okay, do you hear
Not
me?
much. Not much at all.
This is what she said about Dawn. But I think Ernie was manipulating the situation. He was trying so hard to get her to say that Dawn did something to Candace, right? Or I'm sorry, to Summer. Now, the thing about it was, Candace already had, her dealings with Dawn and years of domestic violence and all that stuff going on. So you have to see Candace in that way also. Yes. Both were intoxicated most of the time. Yes, you're right. The statements wouldn't hold up in court. Not at all.
Kinda. A little bit. Not much.
Not much. Not much at all. You know why? Because the sexual predators, it's not much at all. Not much at all. That dominant side.
Hey, Andrew.
That controlling, abusive side.
About 40 pounds, I think, Andrew. I think she weighed about 40 pounds. And If you say that a trafficker wouldn't want her because she was too skinny, I'm going to come through this monitor and beat your ass, young man. You understand? You know I will, sir.
There's so much, Candace, you
I
probably
agree,
missed out
Debbie.
on.
You know, every night I lay here and I listen to music and stuff, and I'm like in a prayer kind of like, I'm like, Summer, where are you? How can I find you? Where can I come get you at?
I couldn't imagine.
What can I do? And it fucking, it destroys me every night. It destroys me. I've been destroyed so much.
Ernie didn't give a fuck about that.
You know, I gotta say that
That's Doolittle Talk. You guys go check out Doolittle Talk. Check out Constance Sue has something to say. She's got a lot on Ernie, also the Doublemint twins, and I think somebody else mentioned there was some other creators mentioned in chat that you can go check out. You know, yeah, he's fine. I'm just messing with him. Andrew knows I'm just messing with him, so he's probably trying to mess with me low key too. That's probably why he said that. Didn't you, Andrew? Andrew's fine. But anyhow, I am gonna get off here, you guys. A lot more that we could be talking about. Oh yeah, worth her weight in gold, yeah. Wow, that's a lot of money, Andrew. That is a lot of money. Wow, Andrew, that is interesting. Where's that at? Let's pin that comment. Wow, wow, wow. I need to whine for a second. It bothers me so bad. Ernie's interviewing Candace in an open investigation. I know. It's horrible. It is horrible. Good job, Lisa. I'm so glad you asked him those questions. I really am. And it's weird that some of these answers was like, I don't recall. Well, it's okay, Ernie Shell, if you don't recall, because guess what? There are people who really and truly care about Summer Wells and her being found and brought home and her given justice, okay? Now, you know, Fred, he put himself on my radar, but you've been on my radar for a while, Ernie. You really have. When you were doing these things to Candace, were you really thinking about Summer, or were you thinking about yourself and making yourself look good because you were a predator hunter? You know, you're weird. You're weird, Ernie. And that is the thing. Social media can make you a big star, and it can also take everything that you have from you in an instant, my friend, in an instant. And I don't know, Ernie. What worries me is who did he share those pics of Summer with? He's admitted to being in those predator chats as common knowledge. They usually make you share illegal content to get in. Thank you, Mr. Nobody. That is so true, you guys. That is so true. You have to fit in with those predators to be able to get in there with them. They just don't allow anybody to, as we'll say, walk in the door. They don't. You have to have something to show them that you're one of them. And it's scary. and it's sad. But I would think anybody who was trying to find a 5-year-old missing girl, Summer was 5 at the time, would remember everything about the case. Or he would have it right there in front of him to be able to answer any questions about him and his shenanigans, you know, within Summer's case. It is sad, it is horrific, and I don't know. I think he's POS. So that's my opinion. I mean, no offense, Ernie. Okay, you can call women names. We can call you names right back. So, all right, I'm at 2 minutes at 2 hours and 11 minutes. And thank you, loves, for the Cash App, darling. It means a lot. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Thank you, mods, for being here. I'm not going to keep you guys any later. And we're definitely going to be doing a part 2 on this. And, you know, Ernie, you can't hide what you said. You can't. It's out here. It's all over the place, my friend. All over the place. Well, he won't me. Ernie won't use me. I was never a Tigger tiger, okay? I was never a Tigger. I was never interested in Ernie and his bullshit. I was interested in what his shenanigans with the Summer Wells case, but never about his family. Now, I did show the Shelby Shell trial, and that basically showed that he's not very truthful. But I felt, and I still kind of do, that that was kind of a waste of my time that not too many people were actually interested in. But I did it anyway. It's out there. I mean, that's basically what it showed. And but I guess Lisa Kay has some disc or something that she's getting together to show us some of what hasn't been put out on social media. I'm looking forward to that, Lisa. And next time you interview Ernie, don't tell me that it's 2 days after you do it, girl. I'm just saying. I'm saying, Lisa. Don't you do that to me. I'll come through this monitor. I will grab that hair of yours, sister. I won't. I don't incite violence over here, darling. I really don't. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And yes, I will say before I get off here, Cher told Dawn, do not do the interview with Ernie Shell. That pissed Ernie off. That's why he didn't like Cher, and that's why he said the horrific things that he said, for sure. Shows a pattern of behavior. It's good to see what he did in the past. Absolutely. I get you, Mr. Nobody. Don't interview Ernie. He deserves no panel time. The cops need to question him about... I agree with that, too. For sure. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Well, thank you, Jay. Much appreciated. Oh, Jay's got Summer Song. That's right. I forgot, Jay. You want me to play that? I'll play it since I'm getting off. I'm going to play a song that Jay's got out. It's called Summer Song. I'm sure Jay won't mind. We'll end with that. We will end with that. We should push for that, an official statement from TBI about Ernie. Well, I mean, we would have to get everything that we can together for that. So that would be all of us trying to get that together. You know what I mean? Okay, Jay, hold on. I didn't know. I'll do that. I'll do it another time, Jay. Thank you, though. Appreciate you stopping in. Oh, no, I'm not the first. I've played it before, Jay. I've played your song before. I'm not the first one. So, but his channel's not up there anymore, Birdie. His channel's not up anymore, Birdie. He took it all down. Thank you for dropping Jay's link, Debbie. You guys go over and check Jay's song out for Summer Song for sure. Jay, I promise I will play it next time. I've already been on here 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I really need to get off. I've got to take my medicine and all that other stuff. So, did you miss seeing it? Miss seeing what, Bertie? Archive Live has all Ernie lives. Yeah, I'll have to write all these channels down that got all Ernie live. There's a bunch of people that has everything on Ernie. But we're definitely going to have to figure out. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Bertie. Maybe somebody's got it. I'll find out if somebody's got it so I can watch it. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. And don't forget about Summer. You know, there's shenanigans and everything else. You know, I will see if I can find it though. Yeah, all Ernie's lives are recorded. Absolutely. And thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate you guys for real, for real. And Jay, I promise I'll play your song next time I come on. So, yeah, multiple copies I'm sure are out there. So if somebody comes across it, email it to me, would you? All right, peace out, everybody. Let me peace out you. I don't have my lamp on. I didn't plug my lamp in. Oh, my lamp wasn't on. The lights are not on. I am at home, but the lights ain't on. All right, thank you guys. Peace out and have a good night, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you guys for your support. It means a lot to me, really. Prayers for Summer. Summerman Utah Wells needs to come home. Bottom line, quit playing games, people. Bring that baby home. She deserves it. So, all right, later, guys.